which is interesting. Some of the cars, I think, did go by rail, but we went by truck. And all on that road going up from Marseille up toward Lyon and Nancy and Baccarat into Alsace and Lorraine, German equipment was burned out on both sides of the road that the Air Force had knocked out during the invasion. It was absolutely amazing. God knows how much equipment had been destroyed. And we ended up, from there, we ended up going into right outside of the crystal city of Baccarat, which is well known for its French crystal.
Okay. So, when was the first time, you mentioned seeing all the burned out equipment and so on, when was the first time you actually saw someone who had been killed? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Of course, the division had the 397th, 98th, and 99th regiments. In those days, they had a combat team, and the combat team included those regiments. It included artillery and other segments that at one time they didn't. They used to spot them here and there, but we had several battalions of artillery and chemical weapons. It was a chemical mortar. It was an 81 millimeter mortar, but we didn't shoot chemicals. They had explosives, but they called it a chemical mortar because originally that's what it was designed for. And so we relieved the 45th Division, which was a Texas division and had taken a lot of hits during North Africa, Sicily, and Italy, and was one of the original ones that invaded. We relieved them in an area just east of Baccarat, near a town called Rayon Le Top, L-E-T-A-P-T, something like that. Rayon meaning stream. These were little small towns. Mm-hmm. And so once one regiment went in and relieved a regiment from the 45th, and then another one, and then we ended up, they did that on the 1st of November. We ended up going in on the 12th of November. And that's when I remember, here you are, you're a kid, you got a rifle in your hand, and I'm a scout. You got a first and second scout, first being on the right and the second being on the left, and you're in front of a platoon. I remember tripping over a wire, and I went ankle over elbow, held me in one place, and I thought somebody was going to shoot me, but there was nobody there to shoot us. We were a long way from, maybe a half mile or a mile away from the front. So, and then we walked up with the mountains, and we weren't right at the Vosges Mountains yet. That was another story where the Vosges Mountains was just it was a terrible forest. It was just tree right next to tree, and you could hardly see the light through it. But that's where we were headed. And we were in the lower Vosges, I guess they called it. But anyway, I went by and walked on a little trail, and I saw about 15 to 20 dead GIs there, with the skin had changed color to off pink or whatever it was. And I said, oh my God, that didn't make me feel any good. I didn't see any Germans then. It was just dead GIs. And later on you could see some Germans. But that's the first time I saw any of the dead people.